Hey everyone, so I've tried a bunch of cheap golf simulator setups over the years, and honestly most of them end up feeling like a half-baked DIY project that's either too flimsy or takes up half your garage. But this electric retractable golf simulator screen? It actually solves the two biggest headaches I've had, space and setup, without breaking the bank. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the thing that really sold me was how little room it takes up. If you've ever wrestled with a giant fixed screen that's basically a permanent wall fixture, you know what I mean. This screen rolls up and down with the push of a remote, no wrestling with pulleys, no wrestling with your back, just press a button and it's gone. That alone makes it perfect for a living room or a small spare bedroom that doubles as a gym or office. I can hit a few balls, hit the remote, and boom, back to normal life. No more trying to explain to my wife why our guest room looks like a mini golf course 24/7. Installation was honestly the easiest part. I was expecting to spend a whole weekend drilling into ceiling joists and leveling things like a maniac. But the kit comes with a simple ceiling track that clamps onto standard 2x4 framing, no special tools, no drywall surgery. I had it up in about 45 minutes, and that included pausing to answer a work call. The screen itself is heavy-duty vinyl with a matte finish that kills glare and looks crisp even in daylight. I've tested it with my launch monitor, and the ball tracking is still spot on because the surface doesn't ripple like some cheaper nets I've used. Another thing that surprised me was how quiet it is. Some retractable screens sound like a garage door in the middle of the night. This one has a smooth DC motor, so it hums more than it grinds. I've used it late at night without waking anyone up, which is a game changer if you're trying to sneak in a quick session after the kids go to bed. I also love that it's modular. The screen is 14 feet wide, which gives you plenty of room for driver swings without feeling cramped. But if you ever want to upgrade, the track system lets you swap in a larger screen later without redoing the whole setup. That kind of future-proofing is rare in this price range. One real-world use case I didn't expect: it doubles as a projector screen for movie nights. I've got a short throw projector I use for golf sims, but now I just roll the screen down, fire up Netflix, and suddenly our living room has a 120-inch theater. The matte surface kills ambient light better than my old fixed screen, so the picture looks way sharper. My kids think I'm a hero for turning the living room into a cinema on demand. The remote is simple too: no app, no Wi-Fi, just a basic RF remote that works from anywhere in the room. I've had issues with cheap Bluetooth remotes cutting out mid-swing, but this one has never let me down. Range is solid, and the buttons are big enough that even with golf gloves on I can hit the right one. Now, it's not perfect. The screen is heavy, so if you're planning to mount it yourself, make sure you've got a helper or a ceiling lift. I managed it solo with a friend holding the ladder, but it's definitely a two-person job. Also, the track is made of aluminum, which is fine for most homes, but if you're in a place with extreme humidity or temperature swings, you might want to check your local climate first. Aluminum can expand and contract over time. Overall, though, this screen hits the sweet spot between price and performance. It's not some over-engineered commercial setup that costs more than my car, but it doesn't feel cheap either. If you're tired of wrestling with nets or dedicating a whole room to golf, this is the easiest way to get a realistic sim experience without the commitment. So if you're on the fence, give it a look. The link is below, and it's the only place I've seen this exact model with reliable stock. Happy swinging, and I'll catch you in the next one.